Hello, everyone. So let's work another question on data interpretation. This is a series of videos on data interpretation subject, and each set will have five questions. And today we are going to solve question number 26 to question number 30 in this particular video. So you can see a bar chart with a line chart which shows revenue in rupees billions, and the line chart shows the profit in percentage. So for all that, y-axis is same. Either it can be profit percentage or it can be revenue in rupees billion over different years of a particular company. Now, this is the chart, simple chart. I will show the questions. So, question number 26, you can see here on the bottom of your screen. The rest of the question number 26 is here, C and D options on top. Next, we have question number 27 here. Next, question number 28 is here. And finally, question number 29 and question number 30 are here on your screen. So you can pause the video here and you can try to solve these questions by yourself, and you can compare your answers with my answers. So meanwhile, let's get started. Let me start solving this. One thing right away I notice is that in which year has the profit been maximum? 23, 21, like this. There are 4 years, and in which the profit has been maximum profit is asked. So it will be better if I can directly calculate the profit maximum. But then roughly I can see. See, for example, if I compare 21 and 22, the bar charts are nothing but revenue and a profit percentage in the revenue. So for example, what is the profit in 2021? Actual profit, that is 5% of the total revenue, that is 5% of 11 billion. Similarly, this is the what is the profit in 2020? That is 5, 6, 7, 8% in 9 billion, and so on, like that. Okay, so the profit actual values are not directly given, indirectly given through this percentage. Now, compared to these two, the percentage is same, but the revenue is more in 2022. So definitely 2022 has the higher revenue, and therefore compared to 1 and 22, 22 will have more profit. Now compare 22 and 23, the profit percentage increasing from 5 to 6, but whereas the revenue increasing almost 13 3 billion extra revenue is there. So compared to 22 and 23, again 22 will win. But if I compare 22 and 24, here I can see the profit percentage is more and even the revenue is more. So revenue is almost, I mean, slightly less, but almost there. So compared to these two, I think 2024 is the winner. So answer to the 30th question directly looks like 2024, but unfortunately in the four choices, 2024 is missing. So maybe among the four options, which one is the maximum? Let's try to work it out. Again, we can actually visually do. That is how one should develop the intuition with this data interpretation questions. But let's simply calculate the profit for all these years. So I have 2022 to 2024. Let me quickly write down the data in a tabular form. Okay, so I'll start with question number 30 first. Okay, so year, so 2020, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So I have these 5 years. First, let me do the bar chart. So it is 9, 11, 13, 10, and 12. 9, 11, sorry, 9, 11, 13, 10, and 12. This is my revenue in rupees billion, BN. Okay, so now what is the profit percentage? Percentage profit. So now let's do the line chart. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 5. So 8%, 5%, 5%. And then this is 6 and this is 9. Okay, so 6 and 9. So these are all percentages. So what will be actual profit? So I can quickly calculate the actual profit. So basically it is 8% of 9 billion, 5% of 11 billion, whatever. So strictly speaking, what is the calculation? So this is 9 billion multiplied by 8 by 100. So that will be something like 8 nines are 72 billion divided by 100. So billion is, if I say 1000 million, then I remove zeros and then 720 million, something like this. So to avoid to just remove all this confusion, simply I multiply these two numbers. So I get 72 and then I put a 0 and then say million. So 11 into 5 is 55. I put a 0 and put a million. So isn't that simple? So now what is 13 into 5? 13 5 is 65 and put a 0 and say million. What is 10 into 6? Easy, 60, put a 0 and put a million. And 12 into 9, I just wanted 12 into 9 is 108 and put a 0 and put a million. So, so right away our intuition was correct. This is the maximum profit. But this was not there in the option. So what is the next maximum number? This one is the next maximum, next highest number. So 2020 should be the answer for this question. Number 30, C is the option. Okay, so let's mark question number 30 as C. So since we started off with the last question first, so let's do it in reverse order. So let's go with question 29. Sorry. Question number, sorry. So I'm selecting the wrong tool. Yeah. Question number 29. Oh, this is good. Actually, I'll slightly reduce the size. This may appear very good on the screen. So, okay. So, question 29. Already there on the screen here, you can see if the profit for any year is equal to or above 7%, then 1% revenue is added to the employees bonus fund. If the bonus fund was zero at the beginning of 2020, what will be the bonus fund at the end of the 2024? Okay, so first question is above 7%. Okay, so I think I'll refer to my table. So above 7% means so this qualifies and this qualifies. These are all below 7%. So 720 plus 172 plus 108 I will do. Okay, so 107 plus 1 is 8. This one, and so total. Am I correct? I think I'm making a mistake somewhere. This is correct. So, 1800 million is the total profit of 2020 and 2020. Total profit. Is it profit or sorry to confuse you. If the profit of any year is equal to or above 7%, then 1% of the revenue, sorry, revenue is added to the employees bonus fund. First, let's add the revenue then. So revenue is 9 here and 12 here. So 9 plus 12 is 21 billion is the revenue. And what is 1% of it? So 1% of it will be 210 million. The same logic. Simply 21 into 1. 21 into 1 is 21. Put a 0 and make it million. So that is how we get. So 210 million should be the answer. Yes, so here option D matches with that. So option D is the answer for question number 29. So let's move forward. So question number 28, let us solve it. So we're going in the reverse order. If 1% of the revenue is donated by the company every year, then what will be the total donation over 5 years? So 1% every year also same as 1% of the total. So let's add the total. So what is the total? So already I listed the revenue here. So let's add it. So 9 plus 11 is 20, 20 plus 13 is 33, 33 plus 10 is 43, 43 plus 10 53, and plus 2 55. So 55 billion is the total revenue, 1% of 55 billion. So again, what is 1% of 55 billion? So 1% of 55 billion is nothing but 550 million. That should be our answer. This is in rupees. So 550 million matches with option B. So option B is the answer. But one thing I want to teach you, okay, the trick here. See, here I made the table and then I'm solving from the table. But what is the fun? Why do we do bar charts actually? So let's try to add using the bar charts. Let's say I have not written this down. Directly I am looking at, because if I solve it in the proper order, then I would like to know what is the total revenue. So assume that everything is 10 here. So this is 9, but assume that this is 10. So 10 plus 10, 20. Okay, here 1 is extra. So that 1 and this one get compensated. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. But here 3 is extra, here 2 is extra. So 50 plus 3, 53, 54, 55. So very easy to add. Assume that everything is some average number and then keep adding. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. These two gets cancelled out, so we are good. And here 3 is extra, 2 is extra, so 55 is the answer. Okay, so that way easily you can add by looking at the bar chart. Okay, so that keep that in mind. But anyway, we already solved the question. So let's do 27th question now. So what is 27th question? What is the total profit earned in the years 2020 and 2021? Okay, so already we calculated in the year. So we are now talking about question number 27, 2020 and 2021. What is the total profit? So if I just have to add these numbers, so 0, 7, 7 plus 5 is 12, 1270 million is the total profit of these 2 years. This is for the 27th question. So what is that? 1270. 1270 here answer is there. So let's go with 27th option to be B. So let's write it here. 27th answer is B. So now that leaves us only one question, that is 26th question. Let's do that. What is the percentage increase in the revenue? Actually, this is FROM. This spelling mistake needs to be corrected. So So, what is the percentage increase in the revenue from the year 2020 to 2022? Okay, so what is the revenue in 2020? Revenue in 20 is how much? Revenue in 22 is how much? So, revenue in 20 is the bar chart, that is 9 billion, and revenue in 22 is 10 plus 3, 13, so 13 billion. So from 9 to 13, how much is the percentage increase? So the increase is 4. Okay, so 13 minus 4. But what is the base? With respect to 2020, the percentage increase we need to calculate. So the base will become the value of the 2020, that is 9. So 4 by 9 is 0.4444 and so on. So into percentage, it becomes 44.44%, which will be matching with option A here. So the answer is option A. So again, if I summarize, A, B, then I have D, then I have, sorry, A, B, B, D, C. So this is in the reverse order. So let me write it down. A, B, B, D, and C are the answers for 26. This is 26, sorry. 27, 28, 29, and 30. So these are the answers. So I hope you learned something in this particular session. And I'm going to make more videos like this. So let us continue this series and we'll see what we'll learn. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.